What's up, everyone? It's Trace Face, going live from my bed. It's been a really long time since I did a live session from bed, but I have I got a little bit of downtime here before I am signing in with the prayer and fast group in a little bit. And I wanted to talk to all of you tonight about the narcissist forever gaslighting. Okay, I haven't talked enough about the gaslighting and what that means. Oh, it's so tiresome to even talk about it. Hi guys, thanks so much for joining me, but we need to talk about it. Um, the narcissist, guys, is really, really good at making you believe their narratives. They are master manipulators, guys. So if you did see black, they're going to tell you it was white, and they're going to tell you in such a way that your mind is just gone at some point, and you are holding on to the narcissist narrative of what happened. And I've seen it happen with most people I am coaching. I was out with a friend over the weekend that I was so happy to hear she was finally done. I had met her at a job I was at 3 years ago, or at this point 4 years ago. Um, and we really hit it off. And one of the first conversations we had was what was going on with our husbands at the time. And she had been married to hers for 20 something years, with two kids. So, I was really, really happy. She had the story like we all did of leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back, and this went on for a really long time. So to see her where she's at right now is really awesome, and I'm really proud of her to get to this place. But she was talking about how much the gaslighting uh really messed her up. Really messed up her brain. And yeah, guys, I know it does mess you up. It's like you do get brain damage from these people because you are going along like, oh, maybe it didn't happen that way, because they're so convincing. They're so very convincing of how it went and what happened. And you didn't see it that way. I know that song Gaslighter by the Dixie Chicks, my friend put it up on my Facebook page last week. What a great video, a great song, and I love that band. So perfect that this is all like coming together. I just worked with a client this tonight that is going through this and is feeling like, why am I believing him when he's telling me these lies? I had a client earlier today. He's like, when my wife tells me this, and I know it's so far-fetched and I know it's absolutely ridiculous, I find myself believing her. And I say, I know, and that's all part of this. It's all part of this abuse. When you guys have the proof and you have it right in front of their face, they are still telling you that you didn't see it that way, it didn't happen that way, and they'll come up with lies right on the spot. Right on the spot. And they're good. Like I said, they're really good at this, guys. So this is part of this insidious type of abuse that will go on. Long after you're gone, you'll be getting these memories that pop up in your head, of the time they lied about this, that, the other thing, and then you found out later on the actual truth. And it's maddening. It's maddening. And the longer you stay, guys, the worse this kind of thing gets, because they know they've got you wrapped around their little finger. All right. They got you wrapped around their finger, and they are letting you know that, I know that you have bought all my narratives, and you're buying this narrative I'm selling you right now. I love that ASSC Direct Quinn Holiday talks about that you don't have a relationship with these people, you have transactions. He couldn't, I mean, that couldn't be explained better if I tried. That's exactly what it is for them, guys. It's transactions. He's absolutely right, 100%, that's how they view things, and that's how they view people. You're just a transaction. You're just, they have everybody compartmentalized as to how it's going to work out for them, what they're going to do. And, Unfortunately, like I said, the longer you stay, the more you're going to find yourself believing the ridiculous stories. I mean, when I look back at some of these stories that I bought, I say to myself, what the hell was the matter with you? Well, it's because you're under this demonic spell, this demonic influence, this hold that is over you that doesn't make any sense, okay? And it's rotten and it's wrong. Guys, the other thing I really want to make mention to all of you, don't engage with the narcissist when you are finding this stuff out, okay? Part of what they love about all this abuse and what they're doing to you and how they're doing it is they love the interactions. They like getting you going. They like to sit back and watch you get going. They like to see you angry. They like to see tears roll down your face. They like to see you upset and ignoring them for days. You know, no matter what it is, they like all that. All right? And so don't forget that part in all of it. Like I said the other day, they'll actually do these things like leave bits and pieces for you to see so they can sit back and watch, you know, the caca show that they have put on, and they like it. So don't forget that. When you stop engaging with them and you actually find yourself just, you know, having that self-control and no longer giving them the self-control and saying, nope, I find that, you know, the narcissist is trying to get me angry right now. The narcissist is trying to lie to me and get me to believe them. The narcissist is trying to get, you know, said that really awful, called me that really awful name because they're trying to get me to cry or feel bad about myself. Catch yourself and say no. I'm not going to allow them to control and manipulate my emotions any longer. I am in control of me. No more does Narc get to go around and control the narrative and what's going to happen tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. Stop engaging in any kind of arguments with them. Just shut it all off. If you find yourself getting upset, you leave the house, you calm down, and wait till they're in bed before you come back home, if you're still living with them. And get yourself an exit strategy. You can always reach out to me for coaching at tracefaceit@gmail.com, and I would be happy to go over my rates with you and help you through this and get to the other side. All right, guys, so don't buy into any more of this with them. Don't do it. Don't subject yourself to their abuse. Don't believe any more of the lies. You got enough proof, guys. You have enough proof, okay? You don't need any more. You know. You know. I put up a thing on my Instagram today that, you know, it always is your gut instinct. Don't go with your heart and don't go with your mind, because those two tend to have different intentions. But your gut instinct on people is always 100% correct. And if you go back, I bet you any amount of money, if you guys go back to that first initial gut feeling you had on people in your life, something was telling you something. You did get some red flags for sure, for certain. The alarms were going off, but you were just like, nah. Because for some of us, we had abuse going on long before these people entered our life. We just didn't know it. Okay? So I'm going to leave this open for discussion about gaslighting and what you guys have had for examples of gaslighting and what it's done to your mind. Okay? Let us know in the live chat over here. And let me know if you have some questions. I'd be happy to answer for you in regards to gaslighting. Don't be a victim of the gaslighting, guys. Too many of us sit back and we try to believe them because we don't want this to end. But I'm telling you, yeah, and oh yeah, long way home. I know all about the family. I know all about family doing this to you. They don't do anything wrong, guys. Don't forget, they don't do anything wrong. All right? And if they did do something wrong, well, you made them do it. It's not their fault that they made that choice that was wrong. And they're not going to admit that they're at fault. They're not going to do that. Their pride is too much. They go with the pride. They're not going to go with, oh yeah, you know, it was my fault. You'll never hear that out of their mouth. So let me know what you guys think in the comments here. I'm trying to read the comments. For those of you that are going through really rough times, feel free to ask me some questions. Yeah, you know, that's typically how it happens. Long way home is that, you know, it will be, you're going through a situation with one narc, and the other narcs in your life are going to amp it up. You know, they're going to really come in there and try to wreak havoc in your life, because they're all traveling in packs. They're pack hunters in a spirit realm. So a lot of times you will find that when you're going through crazy narc abuse, you're going to find that it's covertly all around you. You just don't even realize it. Yeah, you know, I just witnessed a liar. I was on the phone with the client listening to the liar come in and tell the lies. And I mean, I know that voice like the back of my hand when they're lying. Oh, and they keep it up. They keep it up. They'll just keep repeating the lie over and over and over and over again. You believe it. You believe it. You believe it. You believe it. That's what they're doing. If I say it enough times, she's going to believe it. He's going to believe it. It's sick. It's really, really sick. I know that you guys know. It's like, it's bad enough that they're lying to you, but then the gaslighting really, really, really gets you. And the projecting. They'll project their lie onto you. All right? They'll be like, I wasn't doing that. You were doing that. That's why I did this. So you'll go, that's why oh, wait a minute. So you think I'm doing it, which I think you're doing it, and so that's why you went and did this tonight. And now you're back in the hole again. You're in the rabbit hole. You're in the rabbit wheel, in the rat wheel, doing the same stuff over and over and over again. Yeah, and I think you're right, Patricia. They do repeat themselves over and over. They're trying to convince themselves, too, on top of it. Yep. Yes, I love that movie, The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man. Yes, that's another great movie about the lies and the gaslighting. Yes. All right, guys. I'm almost 15 minutes in, which we know after 15 minutes around here in Nowhereville, Connecticut, does my wireless start acting crazy. I find myself stuttering a lot lately. I never stuttered ever. Thanks, Narc. Yeah, I talked about this in one of my videos, a few videos back, not that long ago, about the stuttering. And you're absolutely right that can happen to you because your self-esteem is really taking a hit. And you find that you're kind of standing next to yourself all the time, looking at yourself in this negative way. Look at you. There you go again. Look what you're wearing today. You're starting to talk terrible to yourself. And so now you're actually sitting next to yourself, listening to yourself speak. And this is what can happen. It was happening to me, guys. It was happening to me. I can remember I started stuttering and like being really nervous to speak in public, or even speak up at a meeting at work, to have to listen to me speak. I thought I was the biggest, idiot in the room, because that's what these people had gotten me to believe about myself. And only until I started this channel, actually, did I really build up my self-esteem again. So I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for that, because it wouldn't have happened. None of this would have happened for my progress if I didn't start this channel. And so I really want to make sure that I thank you guys, and I make sure that I thank you guys for your donations to my channel, and signing up with coaching for me, because you've given me a purpose and direction of my life that I can't thank you enough. So I want to make sure I said that to all of you tonight. But yes, that's what a lot of it is. And yes, neck pain, sleep deprivation, muscle tension, all those things. Yeah, I know I should get some Narc It Off t-shirts and make some t-shirts for you guys. Yeah, I got a lot of things I'm gonna make for you guys this year. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's about rebuilding your self-esteem now from the ground up. That's really what this is all going to be about. Do most narcs have twitches? My narc did. I don't remember. I don't remember about the twitching. I know I started to get this wacko twitch in my eye when I was running 6 miles a day and only sleeping like 4 hours a night. That's just a little side thing I'll share with you guys. When you're exercising too much and you're not sleeping enough, that you'll get these like crazy twitches in your face. That was really crazy. It finally went away. That was like 10 years ago. I'm glad, Reagan. Yeah, you do. You have to undo what they did to you. You do. And it has to start, guys, when you've had enough, all right? And you know you've had enough. It really does become about you again. It's no longer about them and what they're doing, not doing, why they're doing it, where they are, when they're coming home, when they're not, who's the next victim, it's when it becomes no longer about them and you find yourself finally focusing on you. You know you're in the right place to recovery. You're in the right place to getting yourself to where you should be in this whole process, and you know that you've had enough. Because you're finally like, okay, I lost you, and I'm finding you now. That's my purpose. It's no longer about the narc. It's about me. What happened to me? How do I get me back? And that's when you know you're done. Okay? A lot of these things, but some don't see it. Thank you guys for your very, very kind comments. Good job, Heather. No more narc. You're playing your drums and you're working out. Good for you. That's awesome. How you undo the trauma? How do you undo the trauma? Marie Fraser. Unfortunately, you can't undo what they did. All right. You'll always, unfortunately, it's not that you'll always, but for a while there, you're going to get these flashbacks and you're going to get these unfortunate PTSD kind of thoughts and feelings, and you'll still go into places and wonder, like, like I said the other day, like, you'll find yourself still going in places being like, who in here, who else in here, screwed my ex-husband. You'll have these feelings of that, and you'll find yourself still time to time getting mad or upset or like frustrated or just annoyed or whatever feelings are coming along with all that. But then I find, through time, and the more time that you work on rebuilding yourself, as we talked about earlier, rebuilding that self that you lost, it becomes less and less. And then when you do have those moments, you turn it on its back and you make a joke to yourself about it. Like, well, they're the ones that have to worry about herpes now, I mean, those kinds of things that you'll say to yourself, or you'll just say whatever is going to make you laugh. Like, they're the ones that have to help him put on his clown suit now, because it's no longer going to be me putting on his clown suit in the morning, ironing his clown suit to go to work. All right, so you'll get to that place where the flashbacks will be less and less, and the nightmares will be less and less, and there are some techniques I've learned on cognitive dissonance and on helping with PTSD. So I would be happy to share those with you guys. If you want to do coaching with me, I do share those techniques with folks that I work with that are very helpful, that I actually took a class on. So reach out to me again, tracefaceit@gmail.com. I am doing a lot of coaching these days, and I would love to have you be a part of my weekly schedule and help you get through this. So I'm glad that you guys are getting the help, and I'm glad that you are coming to the channel. Don't forget, guys, every time you come to my channel and you share the videos and you like the videos and you comment, you're helping spread the awareness. You're all part of this. You're all helping to put an end to this narcissism. If this is a societal issue, okay, this is a global issue. It's just as much a pandemic as the coronavirus, okay? It's a problem. It's a big problem. And we have to work hard at putting an end to it. So every day, guys, I want you to know, I wake up every day and I think about what we need to do to put an end to this. This is a drive. This is a force within me right now that I want to put a stop to it. And I know how. I know how. But you got to listen to me, guys. You got to listen to me. I'm not telling you anything that that is not working. I'm telling you from everything I did that didn't work, made it worse, continued the narcissism. I know it's going to put an end to it. All right? I do. And that's why I created this channel. All right? We have to they cannot get away with it anymore. That's the first step. Not letting them get away with it, exposing them, all right, and spreading the awareness by letting others know out there that you don't let these people continue to go around doing what it is they do. Once they know that they can't get away with it anymore, where are they going to go? Either to one another or drop off the face of the planet. Let's hope so. Let's hope that they all move to Snake Island where they belong. That's my message tonight. I am Trace Face. It's time, or actually, guys, we'll name it Caca Island. All right, we'll have a separate island for narcs called Caca Island, and we're gonna ship them all off over to Caca Island and let them in. Let the caca ensue. Okay. I am Trace Face. It's time we all face the truth together. I can't get the video to stop.